All right, hey guys, Jono and Travis, Fitness Education Online. Want to run through some uneven number boxing drills. So we'll get Brenda over in a sec. We'll get into it. Usual deal, if you're... Hello? So this is... I'll explain why we do these drills in a sec, but we'll go through the drills, then go into it. Usual deal, if you're watching this video now, just jump on and hit like. So if you're watching it live, beautiful, jump on and hit like. If you're watching it later as well, just jump on and hit like as well. And any questions or any comments, just comment them below in the comment section, because I always go back and check these anyway. Now we're going to go through 3 distinct drills. All the drills are going to involve 1 patter and 2 boxes. All right, so all our group of 3 is like this sort of stuff. We'll do the first drill, which is super easy. One person's just going to throw non-stop straights. The other person just runs to the cone and back, and then they switch, and we do it for a minute. So 3, 2, 1, go. So Trav would throw punches. Tag, and then Brenda would throw punches.
Yo.
And then we'd repeat that for a minute, okay? Just straight, repeat for a minute. Super easy. 20-second break, and the patters switch around. So someone would box again, so Brenda would box again, me and Trav would switch around. We won't actually do it, but you know, we'd do that, and then we'd go again, and then we'd switch around a 3rd time. So everyone gets a go of padding, and everyone gets a go of boxing twice, okay? First drill, really easy, because there's very little thinking involved, and it's great if you've got uneven numbers, and you're like, oh, I don't want to pair up. What's something super easy I can do to get the ball rolling? Okay, groups of 3, 1 person punch, 1 person run. You can vary it if you want, and the second time through go uppercuts. So the first time they do straights, second time uppercuts, but you don't even need to do that. You can just roll through it with straights. That's one. Another easy one you can do is the 2 to 10s. So someone would hold a plank, say Brenda. Trav will throw 2 to 10s of straights. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then Trav would go down, Brenda would come up, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then Brenda will go down, Trav will come up, and we'd repeat that there. So, same sort of idea there. What I like about this drill here is it's just very up and down. So the boxer just punches and they're down. The boxer punches and down. And it's cool if the patter's the one that moves, because sometimes it can be a bit awkward. Say it was the boxer moving, it might look like this. Say just 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wait around, they wait around. All right, 2. You know, it's
a bit of an exaggeration, but that's literally what happens.
Exactly. Whereas this here in the paddock can be more of a trainer.
Just keeps it tidy.
Exactly. So, yep, and down, Trav. Brenda, let's go. Up. Awesome. Yep, cool. And down, Brenda, Trav, up. And you can sort of be a bit of a trainer as the padder. And that doesn't have to be a plank, right? That can be whatever you want it to be. Now, the third one is with a combo. And now the person not punching will be the timer. So we'll just use 5 squat jumps as an example, but it can be anything. So Brenda will do 5 squat jumps. Trav will do 1, 2, duck right upper. So... And then Brenda will tag Trav, but I'll still move.
Done.
Trav will do his squat jumps. Once Trav's done 5, he'll tag Brenda. All right, and then Brenda, and we'd repeat that. And once again, okay, doesn't need to be squat jumps, doesn't need to be that particular combo. The idea behind it is that that person's doing something.
30, if it's a minute in total, you only want that to last 20 seconds, 30 seconds max.
Exactly, if that, exactly. So they're the 3 different sort of drills. There are a couple reasons why I like to do them like that. Firstly, it incorporates a different thing each time. So the first one was just punching, you don't need to think.
Yeah.
It's just straight punches, no thinking, and there's a run there and that person's the timer. The second one, 2 to 10s, so it's just a little bit more thinking. It's not super hard, you're not doing algebra or anything, but it's a bit more fun than just throwing the straights. Yeah. And then that person's just doing something that's not a run. And then the third one's a combo, so just a different type of boxing again. Yep. And then that person's the other counter there. The reason I like to do it with 2 people boxing is because boxing is usually the fun part.
Correct.
Yes.
All right? We don't usually go to a boxing class to hold pads all day. And if you get 2 people padding, you're padding more than you're boxing. You know, usually it's a half-half. If I was pairing with Trav, you know, we'd spend half the time here, half the time
50,
here.
yeah,
50-50.
Yep.
If you throw 2 people boxing, now you're boxing 2/3 of the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're getting more boxing in there, less padding, which most people prefer. You can do drills with 2 padders, but
again, like you said, you end up boxing less.
Exactly.
You're only boxing for 1/3 of the time.
Exactly. And this also works well because you're now in a team. You can do, a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with any drill, right? Not bagging any drill, it's all got its place. But let's say, for example, what can happen some of the time is if that person doesn't have a partner, they have to do push-ups for a minute or something. You're just a bit out of the group. You know, it's sort of like, oh, these guys are having a great time, having fun with a partner, and then I'm sitting on my own doing push-ups. Yes, they won't do it the whole time. Different people get a turn, but they're still out of it here. Whereas here, you're in like a team of 3, and I actually prefer that to 2. You know, I think it's, and especially in boot camp, sometimes you come with your best friend or you come with your
breaks up
wife
groups a little bit as well.
Exactly. At least
you
there's
get to know more than one person, and you're interacting with 3. That means, you know, it's easier to interact with the rest of the group.
Exactly. Anything to add, Trav?
Yeah, I think it's a really simple way to vary things up. Probably the biggest thing, I don't know how you do this, is I'm putting you right on the spot here.
Easy.
The biggest thing we get asked is what happens if it's not divisible by 3.
Easy. Yep, cool.
What I normally would do is I'd still just have the group of 2 working next to a group of 3,
Exactly.
and then just have them sort of, whenever they change or whenever that person ran, this person would run. That's how I would do it. So they're almost working like mirrors of each other.
Exactly.
I don't know what you do.
Pretty similar. So what I recommend there, I use this with bigger groups as well. So if there's like 5 people, okay, a couple of things there, but I guess the best thing is I do similar to what Travis does, because sometimes you might even need 2 groups of 2. Right? But I make the group of 3 the major thing, and the group, okay, if there's not enough for a group of 3, okay, 2 groups of 2. That works better than having the 1 group of 3, because then these guys are like the outcut. Oh, I've got an extra person here. So if you've got something that's not divisible by 3, you still run it exactly the same like it was for 3. You have 1 group of 2. Okay, shit, you got 1 group of 2. They're boxing 50-50 anyway. It's not worse. You may even need 2 groups of 2 there as well.
Depending on you.
Yeah. And if it's small groups, you as the trainer can come in. If you've got like 5 people, okay, you as a trainer can come in here and go in there. So a few different things, but that's the biggest thing there. Still run it like it is for 3, but you just have a group of 2 or a couple groups of 2. And also with this, it doesn't have to be for uneven. If you've got 12 people or whatever, if you've got 12 people in there, hey, you can still run it like that there. The reason why I like to do this with uneven is because that way you're not repeating the drill. If you use it when you got even numbers, and then the next week you got uneven numbers, it's like, oh shit, I got to do what I did last week. Exactly. Whereas if you've got even numbers, do your even number stuff. When it's uneven numbers, great, do this. And also, it doesn't even need to be the whole session as well. For me, it's more the first drill to get into the swing of things. Because if you're not... If it's the start and someone doesn't get the combo or they're not appropriately paired, it's super hard to get in there if you're padding up. But even if you just did that drill first, you had a look around, okay, everyone's pretty fairly, you know, paired up. Sweet. All right, I can probably just get into my normal stuff and I'll pad up and I'll do a few different rounds with everyone.
I enjoy doing it in the groups of 3 as well. Like, I think it just changes it up a little bit. I wouldn't do it every session, and I wouldn't do it once a week or anything like that either, you know, but once every couple of weeks, just to change it up a little bit. And you've got those couple of little drills there you can play around with, make little variations on each one of those as well, and it's just a little different all the time.
I think it's really fun. I think it's more fun than just doing it 2, and because you have to pair up and you're looking for 1 person. When it's 3, you open out your mind more and you go, well, we need to find 3 people. That there's 3 here. You guys want to do it together instead of 1. You usually go with your friend or the person that you get along more with, and so 3 breaks that up.
Yeah, and even in the drill, sometimes I get bored easy, right? If I have to spend an hour with Travis, I'm going to get bored. But at least if there's 3, okay, couple seconds with Travis, okay, couple seconds with Brenda, I like
it's
it.
Easy, It's a good way of varying things up.
But anyways, guys, that's today's video. If you liked it, just hit like. Any questions, comment them below. If you use any of those variations or you've got some of your own ones, feel free to comment them below too. And even I should just add, even the way we did that, you can mix and match there. Like say that first one that was non-stop straights with the run, that could be the combo if you want.
Well, I actually do this sometimes as part of my warm-up drill. So one of my warm-up drills is I just do a Tabata style punching. You know, it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So I do straights, uppercuts, hooks, high punches, sort of Tabata timing, right? Sometimes I mix it up and have a 3rd person there, and the 3rd person runs shuttles. And so they just run, you know, so it's 20 seconds punching, and the other person's running 20-second shuttles, and then they swap, and same sort of thing. And in that sort of Tabata style timing, and I just play with, I put it as 9 rounds instead of 8 rounds. But it's, you know, just another little way of varying up with the timing, varying up with the drill. Yeah, there's lots of little things you can do.
Awesome. All right, guys, we'll leave you to it.